Hello, greetings, greetings. Sorry, I had to step away. Once I started the live, I had to step away. Welcome to the live stream. Greetings. Hello, greetings, greetings, greetings. Thank you for jumping in the live stream. You are very welcome. This is Wanda, and this is Diaspora Connect. You are very, very welcome. And decided to do a live stream today in Charlestonian welcome. Charlestonian welcome. You're very welcome to the live stream. Decided to do a live stream. You're very welcome in the live stream. I started it and I had to step away. Oh, Monica. Okay, welcome, Monica. Welcome, 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 welcome to the live stream. You're very welcome. This is Wanda, this Diaspora Connect, coming to you from Dar es Salaam. It is the evening. It is about 9:46 p.m. here in Dar es Salaam. And it is the evening. Decided to do a live stream to chit chat with you, my fellow brothers and sisters, my fellow chat. Hello, everyone. Do me a favor, don't forget to thumbs up the live stream. You're very welcome. Karibu sana, karibuni to the live stream. In Kiswahili, you are very welcome to the live stream. So, yeah, what's going on, fam? I see we got family in Mexico that's stranded, just like things popped off here a couple of months ago. So, I was saying in one of my videos that things can pop off anywhere. So, whenever you decide you want to travel, leave the country, leave America, and go somewhere, things can pop off in America and outside of America. Wherever you go, things can pop off. You just gotta be prepared, pay attention, keep abreast of what's going on in that country. Sometimes you don't know. The most peaceful country can have instability problems, can have pop-offs, can have uprisings. So I guess that's what you see that's going on in Mexico with the cartels. We have people that are stranded there. Last time I checked, some Americans are stranded there. So, yeah, we have to just be on guard wherever we decide to leave America and go to. There could be pop-offs anywhere. And so make sure that you do your due diligence. You figure out which country that you want to go to and make sure that it is, for the most part, stable, security-wise, peaceful and safe as well as you can. Hi, Samara. Hi, welcome to the live stream. You are very welcome. I'm trying to see if I can see it online so I can look at a bigger picture. Let's see if it'll show me the live stream. So you're very welcome. Take off the glasses. Ay. Then I won't be able to see. I won't be able to see your beautiful comments if I take off the glasses. Then I won't be able to see. Okay. Welcome to the live stream. This is Wanda. This is Diaspora Connect. You are very welcome. Now, let's see. I won't be able to see you without my glasses, but yeah, this is what I look like without the glasses. Now I got to put them back on so I can see. Okay. Saleh, how Afi Saleh says take out the glasses. Where are you from? At Samara 3634. I am from America. I'm a Black American. Can we will be friend? No, I don't give my WhatsApp number out. So, yeah, I'm a Black American. I'm born and raised in America. I left America back in July of 2020, and I moved to the continent of Africa. I moved to Dar es Salaam, and I've been here ever since, going on 5.5 years now. So all is well. I decided to come to you live for you to lay eyes on me, to see all is well. And I wanted to talk about the Mexico issue that's going on, the uprising, instability, and we have many brothers and sisters who are over in Mexico, and yeah, it's looking kind of dangerous over there. So let's keep our family in prayer. Lou DC, oh, thank you. He said the older women look way better than my generation. Well, thank you so much. We try to take care of ourselves. We have to try to, keep ourselves up, keep ourselves looking, young. Even though we're middle aged, we trying to preserve. I mean, we still like to enjoy life, have fun, all that. We're still human. So the compliment. We try our best to eat right and live right and to take care of ourselves. So, which is why I am in the beautiful Mama Africa, where the food is fresh, the air is fresh, it's peaceful, it's safe. It's not like America, because I don't feel safe in America. It's a lot going on. But then when we do leave, then we go to other countries and things start popping off, like what's going on in Mexico. And then people get stuck in different countries. So we just have to use wisdom and figure out where to go, the safest place to go. So, CI are causing instability. CI a causing instability. Charlestonian to be CI. Yeah, causing instability. That's right. We know who's causing that instability. We all know who's causing the instability in many of these different countries. People want the resources and the land and all the things that are in these beautiful countries, and they cause instability. So we have to know that, and we have to move accordingly. Don't forget to thumbs up the live stream. You're very welcome, everybody. This is Diaspora Connect in Tanzania, and I am Rhonda, and I am a middle-aged woman that repatriated, and I moved to Mama Africa back in July of 2020, and I have been here ever since. And I did create a company. It's called Diaspora Connect. It's a consultation business, and I assist those who are interested in visiting, resettling, or doing business in Tanzania. You can hit me up. Specifically, I'm in Dar es Salaam, and you can hit me up, and I can help you with advice and information, etc., etc. You're very welcome. Thank you so much for jumping in. Let me put my email address if you're interested in a consultation with me. Diaspora Connect 0. I'll put my Cash App in case you want to bless me. You never know. And I will put my PayPal information in case. Okay, you're very welcome. Thank you so much. And yeah, I just wanted to chit chat basically and talk about what's going on in Mexico, instability, and us as African Americans, Black Americans leaving America and relocating to other countries, resettling. We want to start a new life. We want to go somewhere, move somewhere where it's safe. We have peace. We feel free, where we can blend in with our other people who look like us. So I am definitely recommending the continent of Africa somewhere where you look like everybody, they look like you, and you blend in. So that's why I am recommending. So when things start popping off, they won't be able to look at you and be like, "That American." You can just, you blend in. You look like everybody. So that is what I am recommending. That you go somewhere where you blend in, where you look like everybody else. So you won't be like singled out. You have to blend in. You have to, look like everybody. Don't want to stand out like a sore thumb. And when things start popping off, the first thing they look at is you, like you causing problems. You. So you want to blend in. You want to try to blend in with everyone. You want to try to learn the language, learn the culture. If you plan or if you want to resettle in a country, it's best that you try to have some idea of the culture, the language, because you can't bring your Western mentality and try to change it and make it like America or whatever, which is not, like it used to be. It's going down fast, quick, and in a hurry. Y'all see that. So, yeah, judgment has come. So, if you decide to leave, if you are able to get a passport and you want to leave and you want to travel, Africa, somewhere on a continent, that should be one of your destinations, especially if you are of Afro descent and you're interested in living amongst people who look like you, and you're tired of living around people that don't look like you, and you want to blend in, and you want to, just feel safe and comfortable where you won't experience any kind of discrimination so much. Yes, of course, you may be overcharged because you are a foreigner. You don't speak the local language, so you may be overcharged, but I can deal with the overcharging more than I can deal with the racism that we would experience in a country that is not, where the people don't look like you. So, but yeah, I am in the beautiful Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and I just wanted to come to you live. I'm on the live stream. You're very welcome. Don't forget to thumbs up the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. How are you guys doing? Please let me know where you are tuning in from. In the chat, let me know. Hey, Yvette. Hey, sis. You are welcome. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. It'll be cool to know where everybody's from. But yeah, right now I am in Dar es Salaam, but I am a Black American. I am from African. I am born and raised in America, in Jersey, and native to New Jersey in America. That's on the East Coast. Left back in July 2020, and I've been in Dar es Salaam. I visited a couple of African countries also, a couple of other countries, in Ghana, Zambia. And so, yeah, I am from, okay, Samara 3634. I am from Baton, single man, 43 years old. I love Thank you for tuning into the live stream. Bhutan. Okay. Well, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for tuning in and checking me out and see what I got going on. I didn't want that in particular. I just wanted to chat because it seems like, I think I said this in my last live stream, it's like YouTube is sharing more my live streams than they do my videos. My videos don't get as many views for some reason, and also some of my subscribers are being unsubscribed. So if you are a subscriber, make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much. And so I just decided to do a live stream. A lot of people like to interact and they want to see your true personality, and they want to kind of watch you and see, your personality versus just a video. And so that's why I decided to just come on and chit chat and see how everybody's doing. I am in Dar. It's kind of hot here, so if you see me sweating, I do apologize because it's a little hot. I have my ice water right here, so if I get hot, I can drink some water. You're very welcome, family. You're very welcome. I had my cloth to wipe my brow. I was forgetting it last time, and I start sweating. Every time I do a lot, it seems like I start overheating here. But all is well. I am in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. What y'all got going on? How's it going in your country? Do you have stable stuff going on, or do we have the instability like we have in America? All the Epstein file situation, all the child, predators and sodomites and cannibals. We got all that going on in America. And really we've been warning everybody about America. I mean, we knew, Black Americans, we've been knew that it was monsters there, but it's just the whole world starting to see that there are monsters do exist. Yeah, they do exist. They eat children, babies, and all that stuff. Yeah. So they hurt and harm children, take people's organs. Yeah, we knew that. We're trying to warn the world, but now the world is getting to see through the Epstein files the true leadership in America. Yeah, the true nature of America. Yeah. So that's what's going on. Will Calhoun, hi. House is selling. I'll be coming to the. Okay, Will Calhoun, I look forward to meeting you. I'll be up. Hopefully, you get everything together so you can get up out of there. You are very, very welcome. There's a good amount of us coming in and out. People come, people go. People come, people go. But yeah, you won't be by yourself, so don't even fret. You come to Dar, yeah, it's a good amount of us around. So, and Dar is a beautiful city, and Tanzania is a beautiful country, beautiful people, and it's not perfect, but no place is perfect. Especially when you see where I'm coming from. I'm coming from America, KKK. I'm coming from the belly of the beast. So any place is nice compared to that. Of course, you got to use wisdom now. You don't want to go into some kind of war situation, right? You want to use wisdom, but yeah, try to make some plans because things are getting very stable, I would say, in America. Very unstable. So just always have to have another place that you can go in case something pop off there. Just like things popped off here during the elections. Things can pop off anywhere at any time, but just be prepared to move and lay low if you need to. And then, like the people in Mexico right now, and the Americans, they're kind of having to like lay low. But that situation looks very serious with the cartels situation, with the cartels going on over there. So keep Mexico in your prayers. Keep Mexico in your prayers. And y'all all know that whenever the U.S. wants something, they cause instability in other people's country. So that's all I'm going to say about that, which is probably what's going on in Mexico. Because the U.S. and Mexico were not getting along so very well. The U.S. and the Mexican presidents. The U.S. president and Mexican president, they weren't getting along so well. So, I wouldn't doubt that there would be instability caused by Big Brother. Y'all know how U.S. does things. Cause instability in other people's country. All through the continent, in every place. Cause problems, instability, chaos. Yeah, that's what they do. It's who they are. Hi. Hi, Don, Big Bonnie, Big Bonnie. Hi, 721. You're very welcome. Thank you for jumping in the live stream, family. Don't forget to thumbs it up. Hit on the notification bell. Make sure so you can be notified whenever I do a video, a live, or whatever. You'll be notified. Thank you so much for jumping in. I just want to chit chat with y'all. It's evening here in Dar es Salaam. It's 10:04 p.m. So I decided to stay up just to chit chat with y'all on the other side of the world, about 8 or 9 hours away. across the water. Greetings, Sweet Pleasures Queen. Greetings. Welcome to the live stream. You're very welcome. Karibu Sana Karibuni. Is Kiswahili. You are very welcome. Thank you for taking the time to see what I had going on. I was just chit-chatting. I like to come live, and like I was saying, I know I sound like a broken record, but it seems like YouTube is sharing more of the vertical lives when I do them, more so than the videos. My videos are not being shared as much, and then people are being unsubscribed. Please make sure you still subscribe. Thank you so much. And so, yeah, I just decided to do a live stream. I was at home in Dar es Salaam, and yeah, just wanted to come on and see what everybody got going on. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I am in the beautiful Dar es Salaam. I'm on the continent of Africa. I've been here for 5.5 years, and I love it. I came by myself, solo traveler, female, middle age. You see all the gray hair going on, fam. I'm not dyeing it. I'm not perming it. I'm done with all the chemicals, so. Oh, okay, Vic, Cali. All right, 11:04 a.m. Okay, Cali in the house. Cali in the house, and Cali is going through a lot right now. California is going through a lot. Pray for California. Pray for Mexico, or pray for the people there. I would say, pray for the people that they will be, protected. The righteous ones will be protected. I'm just saying. So much going on in the world. Everybody needs prayer, y'all. We got to watch where we decide to go. Passports being tampered with. And that people trying to travel. Passports being canceled, revoked, and this and that. It's so much going on. And some people are not finding this out until after they leave the country. So it's crazy. So stay in prayer. Get your plans together. Root with the ones that love you. Be careful of the ones, sometimes the ones that love you can be the ones that can harm you. So just be careful. Just be prayerful. Watch. Use discernment. Walk circumspectly. These are the last days. People are leaving here left and right. All through my Facebook timeline, I'm seeing all these young people passing away. 20s, 30s. Just passing away from all kind of different stuff. Car accidents and this and that. Yes, suicides and all kinds of stuff. So, pray for your loved ones. Pray for yourself. Use wisdom. Women, sisters, be careful who you date. Be careful who you marry. Be careful, be prayerful. Because people can pretend well, y'all. People can pretend well. And you can be in a terrible situation. Trafficked, kidnapped, disappeared, all that stuff. So just use wisdom. Use wisdom. Because I'm seeing it all and I'm like, wow. It's getting very dangerous. So I'm glad that where I am, not around, a whole lot of people and, outside of this, a little outside of the city, and it's quiet, peaceful, and yeah. So I'm grateful. So hopefully you are making plans to do something, travel, have a safe place to go. Hopefully you are making plans. So, yeah. So how is everybody? How are you doing? 13 people in the stream. You're very welcome, family. Karibu Sana. You're very welcome. Thank you for taking the time to jump in the live stream. I didn't really have anything in particular to talk about, but I wanted to come to you just to say, hey, what y'all got going on? Let me know where you're tuning in from. I am in Dar es Salaam. I'm on the continent of Africa. I am in the motherland. And I'm so glad to be here. Roy Curtis, 8627. Maybe if you're doing some vlogging videos, you may get more views and subscribers. Roy Curtis, yeah, I don't do a lot of vlogging because I'm becoming like more private. I don't like to show a lot of out being. And also here in Tanzania, the locals don't like you to record them. So that's another thing. They don't like you when they don't like you recording them. They will get upset. So I try to respect other people's. When it comes to blogging, I try to respect other people's like privacy in their space and stuff like that. What languages am I studying? I am learning Kiswahili because here in Tanzania they speak Kiswahili first and then English second. So I'm learning Kiswahili, a Bantu language. Poa, King Pie 863, Poa, Karibu. Oh, okay, 70 degrees in St. Louis at 1:10 p.m. Okay. St. Louis in the house. Okay. Welcome. Your weather seems like it's okay. 70 degrees is not bad. It's rainy season here right now in Tanzania, so it's been raining a lot, but we need the rain because it was a little bit dry at one point. So now the rain is coming in. It's a little muddy, but wet, muddy, but it's a little cooler. So I like this time of year because it's not as hot. So the rainy season is not as hot. So life in the at 2020 diversity, life in Dar for expats, it's good. It's good. It's good. At Donna 710. Hi Donna. Hello. Karibu. Welcome. Life in Dar es Salaam for expats is good. I'm here, and there's a lot of us here. But the thing is, I live here, so I don't really be out vlogging and doing all the touristy stuff because I live here. So it's well. All is well. It's peaceful. I feel safe. I don't have any issues. So it's life is good for me. It's good for a lot of us. And I'm helping some people. I've helped a couple of ladies who have came and they wanted to resettle. So I'm helping a couple of them. It seems like my focus mainly because I do consultations for those who are interested in visiting Tanzania, resettling, doing business, and a lot of the people that reach out to me are usually like single women with children, or something like that. Every now and then couples will reach out, but it's usually single women, and they reach out to me, and then I help them get established and stuff, and kind of show them the ropes a little bit, so they won't be like by themselves. They'll have a little community. So, but yeah, all is well for expats. Use wisdom wherever you go, of course. Safety, there's safety concerns everywhere. You just have to make sure that when you decide you want to rent or stay, the security is good, or you're in a pretty safe area, and just use the common sense type wisdom. But it's much safer here in Dar than it is in America. Much safer, much more peaceful. People are much nicer. So, I look like the locals. So you can blend in. It's good if you go somewhere where you can blend in with the local. Kind of blend in, look like them. Unless you speak, they won't always know. And for me, I do speak some Swahili. I don't really speak when I'm doing live streams and stuff like that because the majority of the audience speaks English, but I know a little Swahili, so I'll speak it when I'm out and about. Not as fluent as I should be, I think, considering how long I've been here, but I learn at my own pace. I don't take any classes or anything like that. So yeah, everything is well. I'm happy. I'm at peace. I'm at home. And yeah, all is well. Is well. So, what are you guys up to? Are you making plans to leave America, or you are out already, or you are not from America? Let me know where you are from. Let me know where you streaming on live and streaming. I'm streaming. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm streaming. So yeah, chat. Let me know what y'all got going on. I came on here just to chit chat. I was just looking at all the things that are going on in Mexico, and I feel for our people because y'all remember not long ago I was, involved. I was here in Tanzania, and they had the whole demonstration thing, election too. So I understand kind of how it feels for the people in Mexico. The Americans in Mexico have to, shelter in place. So I understand that. However long it takes, shelter in place until everything is hopefully back safe for people. Whether they want to leave or stay, they can safely get to where they want to go. Now, running to airports is not always the wise thing to do. It's good to stay put until you get the okay to travel. Do you get? Roy Curtis says, just out of curiosity, you as a single woman living, do you get lonely? I don't, because I have somewhat of a community. So I'm a single person, but I live around other expats, so we do things together, and it's a lot of us things together. So it's a couple of us that are by ourselves. So we do things together, like we go to the mall, we go out to lunch, we go to the beach. Like we do things together as kind of like a group, kind of like sisters. We do things. So I'm not really lonely because we do things, like we go places and stuff. I don't just stay home all the time. We go to the city, we go to the malls, we go out to eat. We do a lot of different things. So not lonely at all. I actually like my peace. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I like peace. I like quiet. At this age, I prefer to be at peace than have drama. So sometimes it is, if you have a relationship with people, somebody, and if it's drama filled, then you would rather be by yourself and have peace than in a relationship and have drama and stress. So I am at peace. I'm happy. I don't have any drama in my life. So I kind of like that. If I do get lonely and I want to do something, I can always go out somewhere. Like they got plenty of places to go here. Restaurants, beaches. I don't really do the partying thing, but I like to do the beaches, the restaurants, the travel around and visit different sites, cultural sites. So it's different things to do. So I'm not really lonely per se. I can always find something to do. And I also have a company in the business, so I'm doing business here and there also. So I do a lot of connecting with people, in person and online. So I'm usually meeting with people, having lunch and talking about business or how to get situated and established or something. So I'm kind of not idle. I don't have a whole lot of idle time because I am kind of busy. So it's I guess it's like a balance. So I don't just sit around and do nothing. Because remember, I'm still monetized. So, I still do YouTube stuff and I do videos, and then I'm moving around and I'm out 3 or 4 times a week going to different stores and shopping and out to lunch and different stuff. So yeah, no, it doesn't get lonely. It's beautiful because it's peaceful. And if you want to get into something, you can, but then if you want to chill, you can. So I kind of like that. Donna at Donna7108. Donna, email me. I'm gonna put my email address, and then when you email me, I'll give you all the information about the consultation and how to schedule it. So let me give you my email address again. I'll type it in the chat for you, Donna. Yeah, email me, Donna, and then when you email me, I'll give you all the details about the consultation. And like I said, I'm just helping another lady. She's finally getting established. She found an apartment, and she's getting everything established. So I feel really good when I help people, even if it's just one person at a time. And it's usually women that are by themselves. I mean, so if they want to come and they want to travel, I feel like this is a good country because it's safe and it's peaceful. And we do have a little community here that you won't be by yourself. If you decide you want to come and you don't have anybody with you, just like I did, I came solo by myself over here, and I've loved it ever since. I loved it ever since. And, other people, they can do it if they want to. I mean, it is a modest country, so, of course, it's kind of conservative. They don't do the whole nakedness thing here. So, it's an adjustment for some people. For me, it was no problem for me because I dress my spiritual practice allows me to dress, encourages me to be modest anyway. So this lifestyle is right in line with my spiritual practice. I'm a Bible believer, and so I believe in kind of like modesty. So this country is modest. You have the Christians and the Muslims here, and they dress modestly. So the nakedness, if you are the type of woman or a person that really likes to be naked, then this country may be too conservative for you. Maybe like Kenya, Ghana, South. I think they're more okay with women being like the naked, dressing naked. But here it's a little bit more conservative. So you may stand out if you want to walk around with the whole nakedness thing going on. You might be a little out of place. So I feel like it's a place. I feel like there's a place for everyone. And so just find the place where you feel the most comfortable, where you feel like you'll fit in, where you feel like you'll have peace, and it'll be like, your spiritual practice and everything about you lines up with that country. So you got to do some research on the different countries if you're interested. Now, Africa is the perfect place for those who are of Afro descent, especially living in America, and you are tired of like racism, white supremacy, and you want to just be around people who look like you. The continent somewhere is probably the best bet. If you went back to America to visit since you left, at Mahogany 30. No, I have not at Mahogany. Welcome to the live stream. I have not been back, and I know it's hard to believe when I tell people they can't believe it, but I've been here for 5.5 years now, and I have not gone back, and I have not even wanted to go back. That's the thing. I know it's so hard to believe. People, when I tell them I haven't been back, they don't believe it, but I haven't even wanted to go back. I've been to other countries though. I've been to other African countries, but I haven't even missed the U.S. I haven't missed it at all. I enjoy the peace that I feel here, the freedom, the safety, and the people are really nice, kind, beautiful people. Of course, you got to use wisdom with everybody, but I like the environment here. I love the environment, the people, the tropical, because in Dar is one of the hottest climates in Tanzania, and I like the heat. I'm like a island tropical person, so this kind of, I think I thrive in like atmosphere with the ocean, and so I just feel at home. I haven't even missed it. I feel more at home here than I do in America. It's kind of weird, y'all. It's kind of weird, but I feel more at home here than I do in America. Oh, okay. Around Expresso Locals. Donna says Dar is a place. What area is Dar is a very big place. I would say anywhere around the peninsula. In Dar, we're around the peninsula, so we're closest to like the ocean, I would say. Like me, I'm about maybe 10 minutes, not 7 minutes from the water. So we live around the peninsula, but I am 20 minutes outside of the city. So I don't live in the city area, I live outside. But if I want to go to the city, it's only 20 minutes away. So I'm just outside of the city. And there are a lot of different cities all around the peninsula. And that's where most of the expats are. We're all around the peninsula in all the different cities. Several, I can't even name the different ones, but we're all around the peninsula. We're everywhere. And we're in different regions as well. You have a lot of us in Arusha. You have some of us in Arusha. We have some of us in, Mwanza, Tanga, Morogoro. We're in different regions outside, even outside of Dar. In Mbeya, a lot of, there are some people in Mbeya. So, yeah, it depends on like what you like. Some people don't like Dar because they say it's too hot. So they go to other regions where it's not as hot. I like Dar because I like heat. So, yeah, it's hot and I complain and I sweat, but it's my habitation. So I feel comfortable here. So, but that does not mean that I'll always be in Dar because I am looking to move and move to another region at this time. I'm trying to get out of Dar, but I don't want to be too far because I do consultations and I do business, and most of the clients fly into Dar. They fly into Dar es Salaam. So I have to be close enough to meet with them and to make sure that they're situated with, helping with apartments and phone and all these different stuff that you need to get established. So, groups where we can meet people. I don't know of any WhatsApp groups like that at Donna 7108, but there are some. So maybe you can go on to like Facebook and look up some groups, because I'm not in any WhatsApp groups of people that, like expats. I used to be, but I had to get out of all of them because those groups was driving me crazy. I was feeling like I was back in the States, Donna. In them groups, I was feeling stressed, like I was back in the States. I had to get out them groups. And since I've done that, I move better by myself. I know a lot of people because I've been here for a long time, and I got different individual people's numbers. So if I needed to call people, I can call a lot of people. But I just don't want to be in any kind of groups. Yeah, so I don't know of any WhatsApp groups where you can meet other people. But if you consult with me, then I can connect you with people, I would say. Because like I said, where I live, it's a bunch of expats around me. So I can connect you with individual people versus in big groups. Will Calhoun said, have ever thought about Mauritian? I've heard they have a 10-year visa. Will Calhoun, I heard of Mauritian because Journey with Us is there. They used to be in Tanzania and they moved there. But for me, first of all, it's too expensive. It's way more expensive than Tanzania. That's one thing. And secondly, it's on the water. I am a what you call it? I'm a mainland person. I like to be on the mainland, not on the water. Excuse me, y'all. I like to be on the mainland, right? So if something pop off, I could just travel. I can just jump in a car, get a driver, get on a bus, get on a train, get on a plane, and I can fly. But if you are in the water, like out in the water like Mauritius or Zanzibar or Hawaii, something like that, and something pop off, you kind of stuck unless a ferry come get you or a plane come get you. You can't just move on your own. You got to kind of stay put and wait to be rescued. I don't want to be on a place where I can't move around, to where I can't go, if something happened in that country, I can't leave and go to another country. That's what I mean. So that's why I wouldn't consider being on any kind of island where I need to be, get a ferry or get a flight out if something happened to me. I'm sitting there waiting for somebody to rescue me. In Tanzania, specifically, there are like 6 countries that border Tanzania. So it's a good location to where if something happens, you can get to different countries. You can leave and go to different countries. So I thought about that, but I can't be out on the water, even if there is a 10-year visa. And I know with Tanzania, they have residency permits. You renew it every 2 years. So it's okay. That's okay for me. That's okay for me. Because I need to be on the ground. I need to be able to move around on my own some kind of way, whether it's getting a personal driver, bus, train, fly, something. But yeah, that's kind of why I didn't consider any kind of country that's out on the water. Why I need to be on the mainland so I can move around. There's so much popping off in different countries, as you can see what's going on in Mexico. You don't want to be somewhere where, it's going to be hard for you to get away if you need to. But are mobility scooters available around anywhere? At Donna 7108, I haven't really seen any here. Mobility scooters. They may have them in Kenya though. because Kenya is a little bit more techie. It's more techie, and Kenya's right next door. So they may have them. I don't really. They may have them here in Tanzania, but I haven't really seen anybody using them. And also the fact that there's a lot of unpaved roads here. There's a lot of unpaved roads here. So it's going to be more difficult for people in scooters to get around. They do the motorcycles, so because with motorcycles you can go up and down with the unpaved roads. But the mobility scooters would probably be more difficult to manage here because of the unpaved roads. So it's still a lot of dirt roads. So some regions are better. Some regions are more developed. The roads are more developed than others. Because I went to Morogoro and their roads were pretty developed. Their roads were more developed than Dar for some odd reason, because Morogoro is smaller, but it seemed like the roads were more developed. So I guess it depends on like where you go, where you're looking to, the region you're looking to be in. So kind of got to do research and check out how the roads look. But Dar would be a struggle for a mobility scooter. And they don't have a whole lot of places for like handicap accessible places, because a lot of the steps don't have the things you hold, the rails or different stuff like that. And then you have the some of the stuff is steps are broken, like it's not handicap friendly. It's not handicap friendly as other places are. So in that aspect, Kenya may be better. Even South Africa. That's if you want to come to the continent somewhere. So how are you guys doing? Let me know what y'all got going on. What's going on? Where you at? Y'all still looking through those Epstein files? Because I don't have the patience to be looking through it, because I already know how them devils are. But yeah, those people are really shocked at what they're finding out in those Epstein files, and the connection that Africa has to those files. There were some mentions of certain countries in the Epstein files in Africa in reference to child trafficking and pedophilia. So that's crazy. Oh, Palma, okay. Yeah, I don't want to see them. I know that's right. I don't want to see them either. I already know what's in them, because exactly what they were doing to the children, they were doing to the slaves before that. They had the first opportunity to mistreat people and do children and people any kind of way when they enslaved the first slaves that they stole from Africa. So this is not the first time that they're doing these things in the Epstein files. They started with us. So all the stuff they doing, they did to us. The cannibalism, the sodomy, the pedophilia, all that stuff they did to the African slaves. So I already knew what type of people these were. But when we tried to warn a lot of people, as Black Americans, African Americans, nobody believed us. They thought we were just complaining. We were saying these people were monsters. We were saying these people are wicked, dark, and demonic, but nobody believed us. But now, since the Epstein files have come out, now people see the truth. Bear as well. As 2028 diversity, yeah, there are some expats who are going to Mbeya. That is far. That is far. I've been there 3 or 4 times, because when I was going to Zambia, that's the route I took. I would fly to Mbeya and then catch like a bus or train to into Zambia, because from Mbeya to Zambia, it's like, on a bus it's what, like an hour and a half or something, hour, 2 hours, something like that. It's not far from Mbeya to the Zambia border. So I was doing that for a while. That's how I went to Baya. Baya was a little bit rainy and cool for me. And I like the heat, so I like Dar better. But Baya is nice. It's very green, very nice. But yeah, there are some of us in Baya. Not all expats are online. A lot of them are not online, and a lot of them are private with what they do. It's only a few of us who are online showing our lives because people are becoming more private these days. They don't like to show, where they are, what they're doing. They're just becoming more private because of this whole, computer privacy thing. You don't have a lot of privacy like you used to. So people are a little bit more private with what they're doing. Even me, I've become more private with what I'm doing, how I move, plans in business and all that. I'm becoming a lot more private with what I do because of security. Your security. You got to be safe. You got to be secure in your where you live and how you move, and you got to be careful. You got to be careful how you move and what you share online. You can't share anything like you used to be able to because things are changing. So people are more private, and a lot of people are not online. And if they are, they're sharing very little about where they're located and where they're moving. People are moving around and going to different places and doing different projects, but they're not always sharing them online. So I hope you understand why. We got to be careful, especially when we leave as Black Americans, African Americans, when we leave America, we're still being followed and watched wherever we go. So we have to be mindful. We can't share everything like we used to in the past. Things are different now. Technology is different. All these tracking and hacking and spying, all these stuff going on. So you got to be mindful and use wisdom in what you say, when you go, how you move. And it's for your safety and protection of you, your family members, loved ones, friends, community, etc. So I'm learning that. That's one thing I have learned being outside of the country as long as I have been. That's one thing that I have learned. How important it is to be, private with, things, your projects and your life. And you just can't share everything. Some relationships just can't share everything because it's just not the safest thing to do. Women, especially when you're dealing with the U.S., that diabolical behavior is on another level. And if you guys know what I mean, you look through those Epstein files and you see the type of people we're talking about. You see the type of monsters that that run the country. See those type of monsters that run America. So you see the level of darkness that we are dealing with. So we have to move strategically, circumspectly, privately, and silently in a lot of things, especially on these social media apps. So you can't really tell everything. That's why I love to do consultations when people pay. Share a lot more information with them. I have a lot of stories, a lot of experiences, a lot of things that I can't really share publicly like I used to. I used to tell everything online. When I first came out here, I was like, yeah, I used to say everything. But y'all know I can't do that anymore. Things are changing. Freedom of speech is not free anymore. So you have to kind of be mindful of what you say and what you share. So for me, I like small groups. So I like to meet with people. I like to meet over tea, coffee, lunch, offline. I like to meet offline and, talk about business or whatever, stuff like that in person. I feel like that's the best way to do things when you are making plans of how to, work together, how to build community together outside of America. You have to use wisdom, and you need to get off all these computer, phone, where people can hack and track and tap and all that stuff. You can't do all that stuff anymore like we used to on these devices, because they are all monitored, taped, recorded, tracked, hacked, and all that good stuff. because that's what America does. That's what America does. So we who were born and raised in the U.S., we know how they work and how they operate. So we have to move a certain way. We can't just share everything like we used to. I had to learn that. And I'm not going to say I had to learn that the hard way, but I had to learn that. And I'm learning. You got to be silent. There's a lot of things that you plan on doing, especially when you're making plans with expats outside of America, grouping together, doing business, moving to country and doing this and that. You'll have to put online and tell everybody what y'all planning so people can mess up, throw a monkey wrench in your plans and what you are trying to do. So you have to use wisdom and move in silence with some things. Some things I'll share, but some things I can't anymore like I used to. So I'm learning that. So you live and you learn, and hopefully, things work out with the way you, they will, because people don't always have to know everything that you're doing. I mean, you share, you remember on these platforms, you share what you choose to share. You don't have to share all your business. This is my ice water. This is my favorite glass, y'all. My ice. It's my cup that looks like it's ice. So yeah. But there is a nice expat community, and they're in different regions. They're different. We have people in a lot of different regions and in different countries. Kenya, and Rwanda, Uganda, Zambia, South Africa, Ghana, and all Sierra Leone, Senegal, Gambia. Like, we have people in different places outside of Africa, the Caribbean, Thailand, everywhere. All those Asian countries. But I am encouraging our people of Afro descent to come back to the motherland somewhere, come back to Africa and build with the locals, partner with the locals, do business, build together, live together, work together. I am encouraging that because that's how we're going to have to survive against these Western powers and these dark people that want to eat your flesh and drink your blood. You melanated people, you are a delicatessen. They want your melanin, they want to eat it. It keeps them young. Those old, decrepit, non-melanated monsters. The reason that they can live is because they eat our organs. They eat our flesh and drink our blood. That's how they can live. So we are the delicatessen. They hunt us inside of America and inside Africa too. As you can see, a Nigerian police officer had just came out and did a video saying how some of the Epstein crew, they gave some areas on the continent somewhere in Nigeria where they was hunting African people and children. Like, these people are monsters. They eat our flesh, drink our blood. They live off of us. We feed them. So it just so happened the Epstein files exposed it. But us as Black Americans been trying to tell people the truth about these devils, that these demons, these fallen angels. We've been saying that they are dark and demonic, but people thought we was complaining. Oh, the Black Americans, they just complaining. We're trying to warn people that these people they cannibals. They eat human beings. They eat our organs. They traffic, kidnap, disappear you. That's what they do. And a lot of our people follow after them. For money. It's all about money. People do anything for money. So, yeah. We can tell you a lot about those devils. They raised us. We know how wicked they are. Y'all, if the world is just finding out how wicked they are. They Neanderthals for following. Yes, they are. Yeah, sir. My Yah music. I know I messed your name up, but yeah, they are Neanderthals from fallen angels. Yes, and we've been trying to sound the alarm, blow the whistle, trying to tell people these people are dark. These people are demonic. They are sodomites. They are PDFs. We've been trying to say, but you know, much love to you too. But I know a lot of continentals, they love these Mzungus, these white people. These people ain't right. They ain't right. You are the dinner. You are the specialty. Your organs, your melanin. They eat you to stay alive. They're dark. I'd be feeling bad for our Bantu brethren in the continent. They don't know about these Muslims. I know. Scrooge McDuck, hi, hello, greetings. I know. We've been trying to warn our continental brothers and sisters. These Mzungus, they wicked, dark, and demonic. But they think we the ones that's we just I don't know what they think. We just overreacting. But you see what the Russian man did when he came to Africa, and that's not the first one that came to Africa. Every time they get a death sentence, they get sick. They always want to take Africans with them. He comes to the continent trying to contaminate the African women with his nasty diseases. All the diseases come from them anyway. They don't want to give it to the continental Africans. If it's a Ebola, if it's a HIV, if it's a Corona, if it's a this, if it's all those man-made stuff, they injected into the continental Africans to give it to them. They have all the diseases. They created all that stuff. But y'all love these people, these dark and demonics. They cannibals. They're not nice people. Their bloodline is tainted. So they can't help but be monsters. Yes, I saw that devil demon. Yeah, he up here contaminating our women with his nasty diseases. And we gotta stop. Our sisters gotta stop going for these Mzungus like this. Gotta stop going for these folk. They always got tricks up their sleeve. They just want to trick you. They want to fool you. Not all, but some, but most. This is not the first time that a white man has come to the continent, contaminated our women with his HIV and his diseases. They always want to take a bunch of our women out. If a Russian woman gave him HIV, why he ain't go somewhere in the European country and give it to them women? Why he ain't go to the UK and Russia and all these, and Sri Lanka, all these different places? Why he got to come to Africa? Every time they get something, they want to come and contaminate the African women on the continent. They just have a problem. Yes, we do. We need to marry our own people. Not that our own people ain't got problems. We got problems too. But we don't do stuff like that. We don't just go to, imagine an African man going to these European countries, contaminating them women. If he got a disease, he doing that. Imagine what could happen to him. We don't do stuff like that. It's not our MO. They do stuff like that. They dine and they want to take Africans. It's always Africans that everybody focus on. Whenever they have a problem, whenever they got issues, whenever they go broke, they want to blame Africans. And they want to destroy Africans. Like, we don't have nothing to do with what these Mzungus got going on. But whenever they get in a bind and they falling apart, they want to take as many Africans out as they can. This is ridiculous. Omiza Hector 1906, hi, greetings. Thank you for your subscription. You are very welcome. Karibu. So yeah, so we got to be careful. Oh, you're a YouTuber? Okay. Karibu. So yeah, every time turn around, the Mzungus want to come here and they want to give the women their diseases, and we got to stop falling for these white Mzungu men, sisters, beautiful African sisters. You got brothers that's handsome. Yeah, I know you want money, but sometimes money is not everything when these devils be trying to give you diseases and trying to take you out of Africa and mistreat you, abuse you, and have you disappear because they eating your organs and they drink, they want your melanin, and they just, these people are not okay. We gotta start sticking with our own African men. Revelation 2 and 9 are moving to Kenya, and we're giving land. I heard that revelation. I heard that 1948ers. I heard they was moving over there. That blew me away. That blew me away. That's crazy. That's very crazy. You got to be careful because these people don't never mean us any good. They always just, if they come into the continent, they want something. They want the land, they want the minerals, they want the women, the abuse and use, and a lot of them want to eat the organs. These Mzungus are vampires, monsters. They cannibals. So the women got to be careful falling for these men now. You have to be very careful falling for these men because they don't mean us any good. Yeah, that's true. But it's only so much that the African men can do when the women love these Mzungu men. That's true. But after all this situation going on with these white men coming over here, these Mzungus coming over here, giving continental Africans all these diseases, remember they used to inject them, but now they know continental Africans done got hooked. They done got hit to the game of the injections, so they're not falling for that health stuff, the health lies that they try to push on the continent. Now they sending their men over here to give the ladies all kind of diseases and stuff. Same with these crazy women, Mzungu women coming over here messing with the continental African men, but they not as bad as the men with these trying to give women diseases that they can't get rid of. It's just very wicked, dark, and demonic. We got to be careful, sisters. We got to be careful with these Mzungu men. It's best that we just stay with our own brothers anyway. Stay with our own brothers. We got our own people. We don't need to be mixing and matching with all these different types of folks because they do all kind of stuff. The continental Africans are the only human beings that are 100% human beings. Africans are the only 100% human beings. Almost every other nation have Neanderthal DNA. And they try to call us monkeys. But they have Neanderthal DNA. We don't. So we need to stick with other human beings. Stop trying to mix with these Neanderthals. And have you a Neanderthal baby. That's crazy. These babies be so crazy in the mind, all mixed up. All mixed up. So yeah, it's 12 people in the chat. Thank you for joining. You are very welcome. Karibu sana. Yeah, so we just chit-chatting. Talking about the Epstein crew who run America. Talking about how some countries on the continent was some of the African countries was named in the Epstein files. I'm going to say Kenya. I think I saw Tanzania's name mentioned in there in terms of trafficking. But I don't know. But that's what they said. I didn't see the files. But some people was talking about it. So there's some African countries that was involved with Epstein. They, with children, delivering innocent children for food and for, torture, and the like. It's all coming out. So people are not hiding anymore. Names are being mentioned. Countries are being mentioned. People are, like I said, y'all heard the Nigerian police guy. The Nigerian policeman came forth, started saying about how Epstein was given some kind of like area on the continent in Nigeria where he can hunt. Because they hunt black people in America. They was hunting people, African people on the continent. Probably was children. These people are dark, fam. And y'all love these white Mzungus. They so dark. They dark. Look at them Epstein files. That's their MO. They've been doing us like that when they stole us from Africa. Derek Cheney, 7693, he said, wow. It's the truth. The Epstein files. They was doing us like that when they stole us from Africa. Over 400 years ago, when we were stolen from the continent and brought to America, the Epstein crew was doing the same thing to us and our ancestors, to our children, to our men, to us. The same things was happening to our people. This is the second go round for the Epstein crew. This ain't their first time doing this. This is who they are. It is their bloodline to be wicked, dark, and demonic, and to eat children, and to abuse children. Yeah, it's their MO. They don't care about children. But we love white Jesus. They got you loving white Jesus. So when the white man come, the Mzungu come, you just bow down. And they can do whatever they want to you. Hopefully the Epstein files are making you wake up to the truth about these people. All the leaders in America that run the country is in there. It's in those files. They like babies. They sleep with babies, family. Grown men. Babies. Newborn babies. And they eat them as well. They eat flesh and drink blood. That's what the Epstein file shows. But we could have told you that. The black Americans been saying that these people are wicked, dark, and demonic. And then people ask, well, why did you leave America? America is so beautiful. No. America always been dark and demonic. They just had people brainwashed through the media that they were good and that Africa was bad and Africa was a dark continent. When it's the reverse, it's projection. It's the opposite. Africa was the good place. Africa was the land of milk and honey. Africa is the land of milk and honey. The continent is the land of Adam and Eve. Everything is fresh, organic, and it grows. Minerals, everything is here. But they had the world thinking that Africa was dark and hungry and poor. That's a lie. It was a lie. They've been lying from day one, fam. They've been lying from the beginning. But you're just seeing through the Epstein files the true nature of these devils. They're very devilish. They're of their father, the devil, actually. They're of their father. Only children of the devil can do the things that are mentioned in those files, family. To babies and children. Eating them. Cooking them, wearing their intestines. Dark, family. They're very dark, Mzungus. Yeah, very dark. Not all, but most. Because some of the ones that are innocent, they know about it, but they won't say anything. They won't stand up and say what's right. They won't tell the truth. So if you are keeping secrets about your brothers and sisters because they're dark and demonic, then you're just as guilty because you won't tell the truth about their darkness and what they do to people. You don't warn people about these dark people. They all stand together and they stick together in that darkness. But the world is finally seeing the truth because our maker, our creator, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, said it's revelation time. It's time to reveal the truth about these demonics, these demons. He's pulling the curtains back on their games, and he's showing the true nature of these people, how they destabilize other countries. Hi, Abdallah Madu. Hi. Yeah. Our Maker is pulling the curtains back on these devils and how they destabilize other countries, how they bomb other countries, hurt and harm other people and their economies, how they steal from other people, how they are cannibals, they eat babies, they sleep with children, PDFs, sodomites. The men like the men, the women love the women. Like this dark family. Just very, very, very dark and demonic. Yep. That's the America you love so much. That's the United States you love so much. And I can speak because I am an American. I'm a black American. Born and raised in America. So I been knew that these people was dark and demonic. Why do you think I left when I did? Why would they create or pull back fireworks but do not do anything about it? Fireworks, the curtains are being pulled back to expose the truth about them. That's why they need to be exposed, and then they will be judged. If they're not exposed and they get judged, then people will feel sorry for them and say, oh, why are these bad things happening to America? It's so Christian. It's a Christian nation. And why are they being judged? And why is God being so mean to America? Because of the Epstein files. That's why. Because of their darkness. When they get judged, everybody will understand why they're being dealt with the way they're being dealt with. I'm not sure about that at fireworks, about something being peaceful, but yeah. No, it won't be another 1,000 years till they'll be judged. They're being exposed right now. The reason that they're being exposed, the reason that the Epstein files are being revealed now is because when they're judged, people won't feel sorry for them. And they won't be saying, oh, America's a Christian nation. America was never a Christian nation because it was founded upon stealing people, trafficking. They stole human beings from Africa. That's what America's founded on, the thievery and theft of human beings first. And then they killed the natives that was already in America. So it's never been a Christian nation. So as you can see through the Epstein files, this is the nation, this is the of these people. They've always been like this. So once they're exposed, and then judgment will come where they'll be destroyed. And that's kind of how it's going to go. Well, it makes no sense because you don't have eyes to see and ears to hear. Everybody is not going to see or hear until it happens. When you see the judgment come and when you see destruction, then you'll know why it has happened. Okay. All right. This fireworks. I had to get rid of him. This at fireworks. He's just kind of raging. He's kind of raging. So I had to remove him. But anyway, sorry about that distraction. This at fireworks was kind of asking all these crazy questions. But anyway, because maybe he don't see, maybe he do. But anyway, the Epstein files show the true nature of these people. That's the point in what I was saying. And so they're being exposed right now for who they really are. And then when judgment comes, everyone will know that, oh, they got judged because they're wicked, dark, and demonic. So it's not something that people are just saying and accusing American leaders of being with no cause. All the leaders in America are in those files. Both Democrats and Republicans, both sides, all the leaders. And not only in America, but in other countries as well. As you can see, Andrew was arrested in the UK. So it's a lot of other leaders in other countries that's in the Epstein files as well. They're just all being revealed. The truth is coming out. Videos coming out. Pictures are coming out of how dark, demonic, and wicked these people are. What they do to people. So once they're exposed and all the dirt is exposed, then judgment will come where they'll be destroyed. And so people won't feel sorry and think America is a Christian country, the U.S. is a Christian country. It's never been a Christian country because it was founded on trafficking Africans to begin with, as well as unaliving the indigenous who were in America before Christopher Columbus and his crew came to wreak havoc and terror in that country, to take over, to hunt. They still hunt black people. They hunt them in America, and they was hunting them on the continent of Africa. The Nigerian police guy just came forward and told the truth about them hunting black people even on the continent. So they never stopped hunting. They was hunting us back when they took us from Africa and brought us to America. They never stopped hunting. It is who they are. It's in their blood. Very violent people, very wicked, very dark, very demonic. It's just who they are. It's in their bloodline. They can't help it. They can't help who they are. You just have to know who they are and protect yourself. Use wisdom. Don't trust them. Don't turn your back. Because they'll double cross you every time. They'll lie in your face. They won't stand on their word. So you can't believe the things they promise you. And then if you don't cooperate, they'll try to destabilize your country. African countries. That's what they do. They've been doing that. Look what they did to Venezuela, the president. How you going to take a whole president and then say you that country is yours? Make it make sense, family. Who does stuff like that? Come on now. It don't take a rocket scientist to know these people are off. We've been telling y'all. Black Americans been warning the world that these leaders in America, they're very dark. Children of the devil. Very evil. Fake Christians. Fake. Their God is the God of the devil. That's their God. They are the Satanists. They are the Luciferians. They are the Freemasons. They are the Divine Nine. They are the Brotherhoods. All those. They're all together with the fallen ones. They don't follow the God of the Bible. They don't follow the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Thank you so much for taking the time to jump in here and see what I got going on. Still got 9 people in the chat. And yeah, I just got on a roll talking about these Epstein files and these monsters in these files, fam. The things that they do. They hunted black people. They eat black people. They eat babies and children. They're sodomites. They're PDFs. They're cannibals. Wicked. Very dark. Very dark. Share my PayPal and Cash App information in case somebody want to bless your sister. I sure appreciate you. Yep, so I just decided to come on here and chat with you because it appears that YouTube shares my live stream, my vertical live streams Seem like they share them more than my videos. I do videos and I don't get as many views. I know I haven't really been talking about anything super interesting because I can't always think of topics to discuss. But I like to chat more because I like to talk about like what's going on. Are you making plans? Are you rethinking what's going on in the States? Are you do you have your passport? Do you have another country to go to? What are your plans? Are you sheltering in place? Are you, what are you doing over in America? It's a lot going on over there. Weather-wise, food-wise, everything is poison. The food, everything that we eat is contaminated and poisoned. So what are you doing? What's your plan? Do you have a plan? Visit Africa, where everybody looks like you. Do your research. Find a country where you'll fit in, where you blend in. You will blend in and fit in most where you go. People, when you go to a country on a continent where you look like everybody. If you're African, don't go to no Arab country where it's like only Arabs, like North Africa somewhere. Then they're gonna discriminate against you. You're gonna be treated bad. You gotta go somewhere where people look like you. Don't go to Algeria. Don't go to Morocco. Well, some people going to Morocco, but Algeria, yeah, you want to come to sub-Saharan Africa, somewhere in sub-Saharan Africa where you look like everybody, and you can blend in. You ain't trying to leave America where it's racism and white supremacy and go to another country and you'll be treated the same way. Come on now. Don't make bad decision after bad decision. Go somewhere where you feel peace, you feel safe, and you have freedom. There are other places outside of America that you can go to where you can have the things that you desire, where you can have the peace, the safety, and freedom that you desire. There are other places that you can look into. And hopefully you have your passport and you didn't wait too late, because they're starting to try to cut that off to keep you from being able to travel. They're trying to get you locked in, stuck inside where you can't get out. So hopefully you have your paperwork together. You have requested a passport already, or you have one for you and your family. Hopefully, prayerfully, you have at least done that so you can escape. You can escape. $11 people in the chat. You are very welcome. Thank you for taking the time to see what I got going on, jumping in the live stream. I'm at home in the beautiful Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. And yeah, I decided to just do a live stream. It is 11:12 p.m. at night, and I am up. It's quiet. Everybody else is asleep, I think. And I am up, and I am wide awake. I'm a night person. I sleep late, but I'm like up at night. So I was like, most of my people that are subscribed to my channel are in the West, in America. Over 50% are in the West, America, and they speak English. So I'm trying to be up on your time to where you can jump in, chat. You have a question, or email me. I do consultations for a fee. This is for visiting Tanzania, resettling in Tanzania, doing business. I've done all three. Giving advice, walking you through the steps that I've taken to have been here 5.5 years, and so forth and so on. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So I'll probably do a video tomorrow. I have to think about what I want to chat about, but I may sit outside. It's the rainy season, so it's been raining a lot. I don't prefer to sit out there in the rainy season because it seems like I get bit by mosquitoes more in the rainy season when I'm outside. So if it's sunny, then I'll probably do something outside. But I really don't like to record when I'm out and about because, like I said, locals don't like you to record them. They don't like to see people recording because they don't do that. So I don't like to be seen as like this visitor recording, pulling my camera out. I like to be discreet, and I don't like to invade people's privacy and their peace. So that's why I don't do a lot of vlogging outside, because I don't like to do that. People don't like that. So I consider other people's feelings when it comes to like recording out in public. That's why I don't do a lot of recording out there. I'll do it at the beaches. I'll do it at like the mall or at some restaurants. But just walking up and down the street and all that, I don't do that because people don't like it. I mean, you want to be respectful. You're in other people's country, and you don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. So you got to consider how people will feel about you walking around, recording and all that, and they didn't give you permission. So, just keep that in mind. So that's why I don't do that. People always ask me, why you could get more views, or you could get more subscribers if you do more vlogging. But that's because I don't like to be out there in people's personal space. I respect people's boundaries in their environment. So that's why I choose not to do it that way, out of respect. Hi, Siomont. Thank you. I'm glad you jumped in. How are you doing, Siomont? My light on my phone went out, so I had to turn on my other light. Let's see. Okay, I think this is okay. So, you are welcome, Siomont. Thank you for jumping in. So, but yeah, all is well. I'm in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I'm at home, as you can see, and I live a simple life. Not fancy, flashy, nothing like that. Pretty simple. I have everything I need. I'm at peace. I feel safe. I feel free, and I love the country. I can't complain. Yes, I get overcharged for some stuff, but it's not. I don't fall apart about it. I can always say no. If I can't negotiate a price that I want, then I can say no. It's not as bad as racism and white supremacy. I tell you that. I have not experienced that in 5.5 years, and I love that. I have not experienced white supremacy and racism here, so I like that. I like blending in. I like looking like everybody else. I like people speaking to me in Swahili because they don't know that I'm from America. I like that. I like that a lot. So, yeah, I love being here. I love my life here. All is well. I'm working on a project, and I'm kind of excited about it, but I can't really share it. Y'all understand why. I got to be more private, walk in silence, all that good stuff. So, members only, I'll probably show them a little bit more, just a little bit more. But I still got to be mindful. Security, safety. Yeah. So, but all is well. I want that for you. I want you to be happy. I want you to feel safe. I want you to feel free. Not living under constant stress with your life hanging in the balance. Black Americans, African Americans, Hebrews, Negroes. I want that for you. I want you to have peace. I don't want you to feel like you gotta look behind your back all the time, because these white devils are out to cut your life short, hang you from a tree, string you up somewhere, let you down, traffic you, take your organs, have you for dinner. I don't want you to live like that. I don't want you to have to be around these devils like that. The scripture says, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. Stop envying them devils and choose their ways. That's what the scriptures say. Envy thou not your oppressor and choose none of his ways. That's how you're going to end up hung up in the tree somewhere, trying to be like these folk. Come out of her, my people. These people don't want nothing but to see you hanging from a tree. So, I hope you know that. If you don't, I'm reminding you. I'm reminding you. Seeking the Most High for direction, because I see the writing on the wall, but our Father will help us. Yes, Siomont, He will. That's the first. That's the start. You're seeking Him. Some people don't even consider seeking to find out what He wants you to do, what direction He wants you to go. At least that's the first step. At least you're doing that, and I'm happy for you that you're seeking Him, and He will answer, and He will direct you. Yeah, because these devils they getting worse and worse. The 21-year-old, they just found him hanging from a tree. Talking about he did it to himself. I would never believe that. I would never believe this 21-year-old did that to himself, because we don't do that to ourselves. We don't hang ourselves from trees. A real high tree, we don't do that. I don't believe that. So they can lie all they want to. The media can lie all they want to. I don't believe that. So, I guess I'll end this live stream. I just wanted to come to you guys and for you to lay eyes on me and see that all is well. And yeah, I'm at home on the continent, and I'm chilling. Peace is invaluable. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, all right, I guess I'll end this live stream. Thank you so much for jumping in the stream. Chat, thank you so much for taking the time. Karibu Sana, and I will be doing a video in the next couple of days. So I want to say shalom, salam, or peace. See you guys in the next video, live stream, community posts, shorts, and all that good stuff. All right, so thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Shalom.